Hello and welcome to day 14, session 2. I didn't do it outside the second session. I'm challenging myself to meditate 1 hour every day in 2 sessions of 30 minutes for an entire year. And this is my way of just documenting that or whatever that means. I did have some beautiful cayenne pepper tea with ginger and turmeric just now, so that's why I'm a bit red. Also, I did some push-ups and some other exercises before starting this video. So if I have a blush going on, you know why. Today is day 14, session 2. The first session I did it outside with Sophie in the park. It was very windy. It was amazing to meditate outside in the sun. I hope you've seen that video. It's already up on the channel. And I'm doing 31 minutes just because I need to have 1 minute in case something happens. Who knows? Maybe I get a visitor in the night. And then I'm just going to edit some videos, and I'm kind of in a bit of a kerfuffle, let's say. I need to paint a commission, and I also need to make 4 more courses for my editor. So I kind of have a bit of a struggling phase where I try to just create. Well, I can basically do it in 2 days, the courses, if I do 2 a day, but that requires a lot of preparation. So I need to stay focused and find some references to be able to just come up with better ideas. So I forgot to turn on this light. I turned it on now, so it's stuck on a blue, which is nice. And I'm gonna start the meditation now. And there you go. The meditation is over. What a beautiful session. Always the second session is way better than the first one, even though the first one was outside. And I was thinking that this meditation challenge has really improved my social skills. Today I met some musicians, and I didn't feel the need to explain anything. I was there, I was just having fun, and I didn't really feel the need to say anything. I wasn't like I usually am, quite attention seeking and very obnoxious, let's say. Not really, but I just talk quite a bit. But due to the fact that I film these videos and I talk about a lot of stuff in them, I don't feel the need to express myself that much. Sometimes, well, lately, a few days ago, I didn't feel like expressing myself in on camera as well, so that was bad. But it's way better to just not feel the need to intervene, or if someone just interrupts you, which is always the case, to not have to not feel the need that you have to fight for your turn to speak, let's say, and just enjoy the moment and the conversation. It's way better than what I used to do, because I used to take over the conversation and just not learn anything from it. But this way, I'm just seeing what people think way more, and I'm noticing what their problems are and what their like qualities, instead of just derailing the conversation into a topic that I want to speak about and that I'm interested in. I see much more what other people want and what other people are more inclined to. And it's fun. It's fun to explore the different types of ideologies, even though they are not as structured and they don't have a good understanding of what they want to put out there, and they haven't they it's obvious that the ideas that they have about themselves and the ideas that they want to put out there in the world are not really thoroughly analyzed. I've noticed this about almost all the people I talk to. It's that they formulate ideas, but they do not scrutinize their own ideas as much as I do. And you can feel it by the fact that, and you can see it, not only feel it, but you see it if you scratch the surface of that idea. It often doesn't get you anywhere. It's just the idea is just how it was presented. It doesn't have an underlying structure or meaning or implication. It's not like a web of ideas. It doesn't have a substrate from which it grows. It's interesting to notice this, that people are a collection of disjointed ideas instead of a holistic place of ideas. They do not structure them in a coherent manner that can be explained in sequential fashion, let's say. So that kind of is a revelation for me. I was thinking that everybody just scrutinizes and analyzes their own ideologies as much as I do, and they don't. And I don't know if it's just because I tend to have to be this way in order to film videos or make courses and do other kinds of things, that I've developed this way of analyzing and coming up with ideas and structuring them in a way that they are useful for the long term, instead of just beliefs that I put out there in the world and I think I believe in them, instead of the actual definition of the belief, which is act upon what you are thinking. So I tend to have these ideas that are very actionable and beliefs that are rooted in experience, and they have evolved over time to these different types of tools that I use. I use beliefs as tools, like, for instance, momentum. The idea of momentum solves a lot of issues that people have, but they don't want to hear about it and they don't want to understand it properly, because it's not fancy, because it's not intellectually interesting. It's just a small shift that changes everything in your world, in your vicinity. And people don't want easy solutions. They say they want easy solutions. What they actually want is to come, they want the validation that they solved their biggest problems. They don't want the prescribed thing from other people. Once I've realized this, uh, my results skyrocketed, because once I understood that I don't have to solve my own problems, there are people out there can who have solutions to my problems that are 10 times better than me, that I can come up with. And I don't have to, if I that's the biggest problem, actually, because whenever you hear a solution and you understand how good it is, and you don't do it because it's not yours and you don't have ownership over the idea, you sabotage yourself immensely. I think this is just one of the hardest thing to realize about yourself, like the need to have ownership of the solution to your own problem, because you feel that the problem is so personal that there is no way that someone else's solution will work for you. So you, even if it works, you discard it because it's not yours. You didn't come up with that solved idea, that uh, way of solving the problem. So if you didn't come up with it, it means it doesn't fit you, which is so bad. Like, thinking this way will just stunt your growth over and over and over again, because it usually takes just a few days to test an idea, a belief, just a solution to something. And people don't, because they are too attached to their own problems to accept that anyone else can solve what they have and what they are going through. And it's a ego problem. They overestimate the complexity of their problem and underestimate the degree to which people can problem solve their exact problems. They think that their problems do not affect other people. They don't realize how many people have the same exact problem, and certain people just solved it in a super easy way. And if you get over that and you realize that, okay, I have this problem, is there a solution out there, instead of just trying to come up with a solution, and understanding that you need to reinvent the wheel every time you have a problem that feels very personal. It's you don't have to. You can find solutions everywhere around you, and from smart and intelligent people. And that's the problem. People don't take prescribed solutions because they think, oh, I'm special. It's not going to work for me. I'm the exception. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.